use them. How are we, gentlemen? Hope we're all good. I just clean all this bollocks. I don't know what all this is about. We'll have a clean. Oh, don't want to delete that. Let's just clean it up. Alright, gentlemen, let me just bear with me. I'm just going to go silent for a minute. Just going to start sorting the stream out. Get the stream shared in the chat. Hope you're all well. Diablo, first one in the chat. Get in there. How are you, Diablo? You good, mate? Just getting everything. How are you, Diablo? You good, mate? I don't want to hit myself back on the stream. That's definitely not what I want to do. Let's get out of that. Get out of that. There we go. Got a lobby rig. Got a. Oh, 1 minute. Maybe I'll get myself into a chat. Get on with Stiggy because he's going to be joining me tonight, as always. Yeah, I'm good, Diablo, mate. I'm good, mate. What was I doing before I was rudely interrupted by Diablo? There you go, share. That's what I need to do. Share. I need to share it, didn't I, Diablo? You know, otherwise they ain't got no viewers. Find me on Discord.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Arbeg Dory back from his Ollie Bobs. Back from his Ollie Bobs. It's Mr. Arbeg Dory. He wants to gain some points now after.
Hello.
After.
Mick, can you hear me? Mick. Right.
Missing last week. There we go. So we're gonna at the shit out of everyone. No, I can't. I've got to fiddle about with me old. I've got to fiddle about with my wire, mate. Bear with me 1 minute, Stig. Sorry, bud. I've just seen your comment.
No problem at all, mate.
I'm just trying to at everyone, but I can't do it, lad. I can't do it. What's going on? Getting all nervous now. Tuesday Division 3. There we go. Bosh, we're live. Let's have a little fiddle. Let's have a little fiddlage.
Let's have a little fiddlage. That's not really something I was expecting to hear, to be honest.
Have a little fiddlage, I think. We need
have a little fiddlage. Yep, that's quite the thing to say, mate. I know you can't hear me at all at the moment, which is quite funny. Unless you can now. I don't know. Right. Can I...
You're having an absolute laugh. Come on, let's sort it out.
What's going on?
Right. I know he's there, but I just can't hear him.
You just can't hear me? Bloody hell.
I know he's there, but I just can't hear him.
Cheers, Diablo. Thank you, mate. Oh my. Right. I can hear myself now. Right. I can hear myself in Mick's mic. Oh, this is like Inception. Need to keep trying, Mick. You'll get there in a minute, mate. You'll get there in a minute.
It's not happening. Jesus Christ.
Can you hear me now, Mick?
I can hear you now, bud.
There you go.
Boom. You know what it is, Stiggy? I need to
Is
get
it
a
your
new
little?
set.
Is it your little one again, or what?
Yeah, I was getting her ready for school the other morning, and I come out and she had my headphones. But because I've got my headset plugged into my PlayStation control pad, all right,
Yeah.
and if I have it plugged all the way in, I can't hear you. So I have to loosely put it
So
out. But
weird.
if I put it out too much, then I can't hear nothing. So I've got it balancing. So now what I do is I just have to sit here, still as a statue, and just not move my control pad. But anyway, how
You
are
need
you,
to plug it
Steve?
into the. I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good for a Tuesday. All good for a Tuesday,
Can I have
mate.
an invite to the lobby, please? Do you mind?
I've sent you one, mate. I did send you one a
Have
little while
you?
ago. Yeah.
All I got. Oh, is it on PS? Was it, or was it on the unread notifications? Oh, is your friend request invites? Let's have a look. 1 minute. Oh no, have I had one?
I'll do you again if you want, because you
If
were
you wouldn't
offline
mind.
when I send it. You were
Might be
offline.
why I haven't received it. I
There
wouldn't
you
have
go. There's
received it then.
another one, mate. There's another
That's
one.
perfect. Thank you so much. Diablo says, Stiggy, will you push me on Friday? At most possible. Yeah, probably. Yeah, mate. I think I will. I think I will be.
There
Yeah.
you go. You're in the lobby. So we've only got 14. We've only got 14 tonight, I
I was. I
believe.
wasn't. I wasn't allowed to. What was it? I wasn't actually allowed to join in with this. Well, join and race.
You
It's a
know
bit
what? I
annoying.
would have had a go. I would have had a go, but my whole setup is packed up underneath my daughter's bed, and it's been at least, I would say, 10 years since I've tried to do a lap on. Well, I've done a couple of laps,
Do you just
but
do commentary these days? Is that literally it? Are you just not doing any
yeah,
kind of racing at all? Oh,
I,
mate.
I don't do no racing at all, mate. At all.
Wow.
I just don't have the time, Stiggy. I work 9 till 6 every day. By the time I finish work, my daughter's
Yeah, I know the
already at
feeling.
home.
Yep, yep.
She's already at home and stuff like that. And it was all right when she was a little baby, but now she's a toddler. She's going to be 3 this year. It's impossible, mate. And not only that, I know it's all about turning up and all that, but I do like to be a little bit competitive when I race. And it's just, even when she was born, I just literally was turning my computer on 5, 10 minutes before the race, doing a couple of TT laps, and I literally I lost all my pace, mate. I couldn't get within a second and a half of my TT times. So
Wow.
I just knocked it on the head, mate. Knocked it on the head. Much prefer doing commentary then. Who knows? Maybe one day in the future, I'll I'll dust all the dust off my seat and my wheel and my pedals, and so I've got a decent little setup. I have, albeit I know everyone's on Fanatec now, but I don't want to remortgage my house to buy Fanatec.
I'm not.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of doing that either, to be honest. I mean, I've got a Logitech, um, their Pro Direct Drive wheel, because I basically wore my G293 into bits. Basically, I had not the G29, the G29. I had that one, and I mean, I basically broke I don't know how many pedal sets just because I was using them so much that I had
yeah, me, I've got
braking
the
issues, throttle issues. So I bought the G Pro set, and I mean, yeah, it's just bigger and better, really.
yeah. What did I
Um,
from day one? I went straight when I went from pad to wheel. I just went straight. A lot of people were telling me to go for Logitech,
yeah,
but no, I didn't. I went for the Thrustmaster T300. I went for
yeah,
the
it's a good way in.
Ferrari F1 wheel, and I went for the TCLM load cell pedals.
Yeah,
And I bought myself the FGT Light racing seat, the one that you can put into like 5 positions.
oh, that's quite cool. I'm currently my rig is my office chair, and then there's like a wheel stand.
Okay.
Um, so it's comfy, it's manoeuvrable, and which is quite good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
because
no,
I bought my seat. I bought my seat because it says you can collapse it, but I think from the moment I bought it until the moment I put it away, I never once collapsed it. The decent thing is, before we had my daughter, I live in a 3 bedroom flat, mate, and it was just me and my wife. So I had a spare
yeah,
room, which was basically just my gaming room. I had my whole setup, all set up and everything. But the
yeah.
daughter come along, put paid to that. She ruined that. So my gaming room is now my daughter's bedroom. And then the other room I had's my son's room, who only comes and visits twice a year, but he's still got his own room, the little shit.
Lovely. Yeah, I've
Spit.
moved into one. I bought myself a new. I'm a first time homeowner now, and I've picked up. I've got a little house.
Whereabouts you live,
Well,
Steve?
Hinckley in United Kingdom, so not just so like the out, basically like directly between Leicester and Coventry.
Okay, yeah. I
Um,
think I told you before. I was born in Leicester originally.
yeah, exactly. So
Born in
I
Leicester
still
Royal
live there now.
Infirmary, but
Yeah, I still live there now.
I moved to London when I was like
Yeah,
2 years old.
yeah. I
Yeah,
still
I've been.
live. I live like 10 minutes down the road from my parents, 10-minute walk away. Because I tried to buy a place, massive family man, you see. So, nice to
Okay.
kind of stay near them. But
Yeah, of
yeah,
course, mate.
I've
Of
got
course,
myself
of
just a
course.
two-bed terrace house, so I use one of the rooms for like working and gaming. So I've got my I work from home, you see. So I've got my monitors and stuff, and the other one I sleep. But yeah,
Yeah, that's it, mate.
trying out something new tonight as well, actually
What's that?
for this. So obviously, I think I mentioned before that I've got a SIM dash that I use, but this time I've plugged my phone into my monitors, and so what I've got now is that I've got an entire lap like lap counter system on my screen to the right, so I can see, for example, in qualifying and the race, people's sector times, fastest lap they've done, gap to the leader, and gap in between each other as well.
Okay.
So I'll be able to kind of see as well during the race, just kind of how people's lap times are dropping off, for example, and see if obviously someone goes an undercut, kind of keep an eye on how much time they gain throughout the,
Yeah, I think we said
throughout
last
the.
week, if you want to try and do that, if you want to try and load up a completely different one for quali, because I remember the one that I used to have on my Sim Dash, I used to have tyre wear on there. And when I was
Yeah,
sitting in the pits watching other people, or if I'd crashed out a race and I was stay in the lobby, I would flick through other drivers and I could see their tyre wear.
yeah. The limitation with tyre is, I think, the newer games have got more restrictions on the telemetry data, so I actually need people to opt in to send the data as opposed to it being like an opt out thing. So I can only
Okay.
currently, for example, I can only see what the game is able to see. So obviously I can see other people's lap times by looking on like the race director during the race, right? So I see their sector times, but for example, the dash doesn't tell me who it is. It just tells me that it's Red Bull number 5, for example. But obviously I can then look and work out who it is and then change that each time, because obviously I can, while I'm doing spectating, for example, I could just rename that person for the sake of this session. So
Okay.
it's limited information, but it will give us maybe a bit more of an insight
Yeah,
as
help
to
us out
what
tonight.
we'll give it a bit of a go. Um, but yeah, I thought we'd just kind of try it out. Really,
But
9
anyway,
people
while
in
you're
chat.
there,
Hello, hello.
yeah, that's what I was about to get to now. There's a few people commented. Speechy, how are you, mate? Pray for ye. Hope you're well. Arbeg Dory, glad to have you back, mate.
He's back.
You need to
Got
have
some
a good
tonight.
race tonight to claw some points back on Mr. Riley.
Yep.
We got Lee Webb. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat, fellas. And anyway, just to get to the race, tonight is very, very important, quality, because Hungary is, as the old adage goes, Monaco with rules. Monaco without the rules, sorry.
Yep. We're looking
So
without the barriers. Yeah,
very hard to overtake round Hungary. So it puts a lot of emphasis tonight on quali. But one thing I will say though, Stiggy, is
yeah.
it always used to be hard to overtake here because you got the main straight down into turn one, but
Yes, you do. Yeah.
it used to be a very difficult track to recharge your ERS. But recently, in the last few races, I find on this game, ERS recharges a lot quicker than it does on old PlayStation, on old Formula One games. Stephen, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well.
Yeah, so
Um,
the biggest problem is, I'll just quickly answer Diablo. To Stiggy becoming the chief race strategist. Yes, Diablo, you're right. I mean, that's kind of what I'm here for. Obviously, I'm going to be helping out with comms, but also kind of providing a bit more of an insight from a driver's perspective, I think, of this game throughout the session, really. So yeah, I'll be kind of taking on that role. But in answer to your question, yeah. So I think the biggest thing is the ERS saving, again, is simply easier on this game because we have access to the none mode. So we're able to, for example, during a safety car or at the end of a straight, we're able to charge more battery if we want to. We have more control as to how we deploy our battery. The problem is that, and I think you'll pick this up over time. And I think the big example actually was the legacy race at the weekend. What we have is coming to the last. Once you're on a DRS train, right, there is basically no advantage, right, to pushing any quicker than the lead car, right? Just keep up with them, right? Is essentially, or obviously, if there's a massive offset, then just go around them. But the fact remains, if you're on a DRS train and you start using loads of battery to go by somebody, and they decide to race you, all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot, right? And this is where the race IQ comes into play. For example, at the end of the straight, what a lot of us are doing now is we're flicking our DRS into none at the end of the straight, and then upshifting or downshifting, and then kind of changing a gear to like 7th to back up to 8th or something, because it recharges the battery. I don't know if it's a bug or whatever else, but setting the ERS to none and then changing gear tells the car to start charging battery, and it won't do that if you just set it to none whilst you're already in that like 8th gear, for example. You need to downshift and then upshift again. So at the end of a straight, I'm turning off my DRS, my ERS put into none, doing a downshift, upshift, to then start charging that battery, and then I'm lifting off the throttle a bit as well to get even more come back in. So at some points, I'm saving at the end of a straight like 35% battery.
And
just
also
by
with
lifting
that
off, and I'm not losing any time.
And also lifting off the throttle will also save you that slight bit of fuel. But look, one moment,
Exactly.
just to answer Dave Riley, I've just seen Riley, I believe Dental is Cordon Bleu, who I call Cordon Bleu. That's Dental Technician. So he's already in the lobby. And Tommy with 2 Ys, I don't have him as a friend. I don't know if anybody else in the stream, but I'm sure he should be in the game, the game chat where you send an invite from. But I do know Dental Technician in Discord is Cordon Bleu. So he's already in the lobby. So really, it said we've got 14 for tonight. We are missing 2. Dental's not one of them, I believe. Yeah, Dental, yeah. I knew you was bad. I knew that, mate. And I don't mind me calling you Cordon Bleu. I just think it sounds so much... so it sounds great. But yeah, so we're missing Tommy with 2 Ys. And I don't know, can you look on the Discord, Stiggy, to see who else is it we're missing? We're missing theoretically 2 drivers from the check-ins.
Tommy says he's just having to try and get on now, apparently. We're missing 2. Yeah, it looks like Lee Webb was having some trouble as well. I think Lee Webb is the other one who's having trouble to get in. So it looks like he's struggling to get access.
Dental will win tonight.
So I think it'll be a Dental win tonight, says Andre. Danny Robertson in chat. Hey, Danny.
Danny,
I swear,
Buki.
Danny. Oh, hello. Say this: if I get an OK me again, mate, come through, I'm going to be a bit upset. But no. Yeah, I think so. Back to kind of what I was saying. Battery management in this game is a lot easier. The problem you've got is that it's also it's really easy to charge it because of the massive DRS gains you get. The good thing is, in someone like Hungary now, it is slightly easier to overtake if you get a good run through the final corner. Sometimes as well, it's worth squaring somebody up for turn 2. So you kind of you go into turn 1, put them off, get them offline, or kind of go for like a ghost dive bomb or something to kind of see if you can force them off, like make their own mistake, and then go for a move there.
And talking about overtaking, you can go turn 1, maybe turn 2. If anybody, there he comes if he's Hungarian. If anybody is seen on stream going for a move into turn 4, we're going to try and get you removed from the lobby, because turn 4 is not a 2 wide corner, and the amount of time, that's the fast left-hander, and the amount of time, theoretically it's turn 5, but I don't call that little kink after turn 3.
I don't really think there's a problem with going for moves there. I think as long as it's done correctly, unless it's actually a rule they've stated, but I know for a while that I did it with Danny once, I think, in Legacy, and obviously I know that maybe with being in a higher tier comes an element of maybe trust and race knowledge. I know, I mean, obviously, for example, I know that I can race Danny really hard, and both of us will leave as much room as we dare. I think that's a level of like earned respect between the two of us. But
Well,
you know,
until
I think for
until he
sure.
causes a red flag, until Danny causes a
Well,
red flag.
yeah, you know, that's Danny for you. But you know, I think going into that kink, you have to be careful. And
Yeah,
I think realistically speaking, the car who has their nose in the furthest gets the right to the corner.
yeah.
You know, and I'm looking forward to an accident waiting to happen. So I think it's just kind of proceed with caution. Now, Danny's asked me to read something in Hungarian, so okay, mengin en have eden na hani vasolis ikhlansmus as IRS mukas desiven. Ich most top mod kozul valastas et versen. Jast veluk as MFD en as ichtanisen soran is gondol. Hongen to daar hasren och de edifisen in Japan.
Well, kudos for that.
Yeah, I'm saying no more than that, Danny. Get in the bin.
I'm waiting to commentate over a Spanish Grand Prix, and I can lick it up in Spanish, mate.
I bet you're looking forward to that. I've just been given the by my girlfriend the remainders of the brownies that she made. I've got like the cut off. So I've got snacks now for this race. Thank
Me,
you,
Ivan, I don't. As Diablo will vouch, I don't eat until I eat late here in Spain. So my dinner's all ready, but I'll eat it as soon as I finish commentary. I'm normally. I thought Stiggy had a stroke.
Sounds about right, to be honest.
But yeah, I normally eat after. But I got a nice. I think my mate Stephen will like this. I got a nice teriyaki chicken stir fry. Ready for as soon as I've done on comms. But that's one person. That's one person we need to get back racing again. My mate Stephen 14 in the chat, absolutely quality racer. He's more of an Assetto Corsa Competizione racer now. He got kind of disillusioned and fed up with F1. But yeah, we need to try and get my mate Stephen back racing. And it looks like we've dropped down from 12, so somebody else has left the lobby.
11 people, yeah, looks like we've got 11 people, so...
That's a little bit shabby, I'm not going to lie.
Possibly a lobby restart, but yeah, 11 people is a bit of a shame, really, for this tier. We've got, you know, I think normally the rule is that 12 should be the minimum, but... no, I think all the more the people that actually turn up, all the more points on offer. So... yeah, I think you know, as I've said before, I mean, I appreciate that it's not ideal running with less people in each tier, but for those that actually decided to turn up, they get more points from it.
Yeah, I see it. So, the one who dropped out was Kempy. I've just seen him at the bottom of the.
Yeah, so Lee Webb is still trying to get in as well, so I think we can invite him, Carl. I haven't actually got his account, so I can't invite him at all, to be honest.
Are you on your PS, Stiggy?
I am, but I can't invite him because I haven't got his account set up. So as a friend.
Yeah, I was going to say no. If you're on your PlayStation and your Discord, your PSN is the same as your Discord, Lee Webb, send Stiggy a friend invitation, a friend invite. He'll accept while we're on the game. I don't know if you can do that. I can, or you can do it to me. I can accept it through my phone, and then I'll try and send you a personal invite to get you in. But our big Dory takes us now on the first lap of Hungary, the Hungaro ring. Got cars coming out of the pit lane. Dave Riley, Lee Webb, Dave's invited you again, mate. So you should hopefully be able to get in. If not, it might have to be a complete reset of your console. Car getting nicely out of the way there. This is a very difficult corner. It's just begging you to get on the throttle.
Yeah, but nicely committed first sector so far.
Yeah, fairly clean so far, yeah.
So 26.7 in the first sector, so my dashboard is actually converted quite well.
I didn't have it on.
No, I'll quickly send a photo into the Discord chat so you can kind of see what I'm doing with it, have a little look. But it looks like it's working out quite well. And then a speed, she set a 27.2 in the first, so half a second down on Arbeg Dory's first sector split. Just want to check the elite chat, Mick, to see what I'm getting with here. And then we've got 27.1, 27 for Disco Bobby, and a 27.2 for Alligator. in the first sector. So it looks like our big Dory's first sector is really on it.
It's been a great lap. I've been on board.
Well.
And considering he missed a week last week, he's come back on full fire, and he sets us off with a 1:14.6. So the next car across the line, I'll say Speechy. Speechy sticks it. Speechy must have invalidated his lap because he started again.
But yeah, decent final sector there from Speechy. Actually, only a 10th off.
Mooney Man's just starting. Alligator's now coming across the line. He takes a very wide line. Misses the apex completely at the last turn. He sets a 1:15.77, so 1.1 slower than our big Dory. Got another Ferrari just about to cross the line. That's Disco Bobby, I believe, but he's getting very slow. Behind him, we should have Dave Riley, but I think he's on his outlap. Yeah, we've got a Red Bull, I believe, just about to come across the line. No, that's Cordon Bleu, Mr. Dental himself. Predicted himself for the win tonight. We've got Prof just lighten up the track.
Yep.
Gets it nice and tucked in.
Looney Man's made a mistake on his lap, so he's backing out and recharging once more.
Prof goes 1:15.5. So look, seeing some of these times go. Obviously, they want to use a lap or two to get you. Pray for you 1:15.5. So it just puts into context our big Dory's first lap. Wow.
He switched
now,
on.
I'm on board with Dave Riley.
Well.
This is who I'm on board with now. He's just in the guts to say, just in the end of sector 1, starting sector 2 now. Missed his first sector time. If you can, if you have it on your screen, Stiggy.
27.2 in the first sector there for Dave Riley. So
our big Dory is absolutely on fire.
First sector as well. Yeah, our big Dory. Really
he's coming with
let's see what he's up to at the moment. So 54, nice, 27.1 in the middle sector. So pretty quick compared to who else on the track at the moment. But I'm noticing here, look, there's a massive lack of battery. He's using a lot of battery, but he's got 60% left. It shows how much these cars regen their battery, even in hot lap mode.
Because you've got a lot of heavy braking. You've got a lot of heavy braking zones here around Hungary. 1:16 is 0. Wow, slower
so
than.
I beg Dory's put his practice in. This is a really quick lap for him so far. Someone gets near him. Is Andre?
Andre
gets near him there with a 14.9.
But still over 3 tenths behind. And for that to be his first lap.
Kudinski's matched it to the thousandths of a second there. So both drivers on a 14.983.
What's his name? Kudinsky. I always call him Ex-Gonski. So I always get the...
Konski. I always say Kudinsky by accident, but Konski's actually right. My apologies. Konski's is the right way of saying it.
I'm in, but can't take control.
I don't know. We might have to maybe do a lobby restart for Lee. I don't know who's in charge of the lobbies. Is it Riley?
Riley this week. I
think Riley does have the jurisdiction. I believe to restart. I'll quickly check the rule book, but it might be a case if you have to wait and just start from the back, Lee Webb, in order to. I'm going to have a quick look at the rule book for you to see if I can find any information about sort of requesting like a lobby restart, but I just don't know.
But to override that, I'll say if we got 11 drivers in the chat and we possibly got a chance to get 2 more in, I think the rule book goes out the window and we just do a preference of what the lobby wants, what the Discord wants.
Exactly. I think Riley. I'm hoping Riley can still kind of hear us.
Riley's back in the pit now. Riley's back in the pit, so it's your call, Riley. Your call, Riley.
Just make sure you notify the chat, and then he will do a restart. Okay.
There we go, guys. If you're listening, if you're in the chat, we're doing a lobby restart. Yeah. So our big Dory is going to have to come out and do an even better lap, but I'm sure you've got it in you, mate. But yeah, if we got any chance to get an extra two drivers in the lobby, it'll be we've got to try and get as many drivers as we can, because everybody, if you want to start leaving me. I think our big Dory's got the message now, because this is theoretically supposed to be his fast lap, but he's having a little wiggle down the straight. More drivers the better, you know it, Mr. Riley. You know it, sir. So everyone, if you want to start, pray for you. He's got the message. Speechy's got the message.
Sounds like an invitation for you to get back on the track, Mick, with your to get some assists on that. You'll be alright.
What's that, mate?
Sounds like an invitation for you to do some laps.
Oh no!
More drivers the better, mate. On you go.
No. But There we go. I've got an invite. I'm going to join the other lobby, Stiggy, and then I'm going to get you in there, mate.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
But the bad thing is, though, if we start a new lobby and they still can't get in, we've just...
Well, I want to find out, won't we? But
I hit cancel. What have I done?
the good news is, people that are listening, it gives you guys a chance to make some setup adjustments. I think, firstly speaking, I think I mentioned at the start of in the chat earlier, you really need to be aiming for high wings here, sort of north of 43 wings on both of your wings, really. Straight line performance will not matter round here.
No.
I think you're just not. You're just going to sacrifice too much time in the corners, really.
Lee Webb's in. Lee Webb's in the lobby. It worked.
Right.
It worked.
Good
Let's see if
news.
Tommy with 2 Ys now. Let's shoot you an invite
as well. Thank you, mate.
There you are, bud. There's your invite. Just been sent.
Thanks, mate.
But shout out to everybody. Just waiting for a few to join in now. Our Big Dory, that's going to be a sucker now. If our big, don't want to jinx it, but if our Big Dory can't get into the lobby, oh no, we're missing pole.
Well, time to beat was 1:14.6. Was our Big Dory's outlap. Basically, was his banker. I mean, no driver. I mean, the closest we had was 2 people on a 14.9, and then after that was Pray For Ye on a 15.5. So
we're waiting for our Big Dory now to join the lobby. Our Big Dory, we're waiting for Exgonski to get in. Tommy with 2 Ys, so hopefully if he can get in this lobby. We're waiting for Looney Man, he's still to come in. We currently got 8. Yeah, Gaz, a few of the drivers. We only had 11 drivers in the lobby, mate. Originally, we had 13 to race tonight, 14, but only 11 could race. We started quali, Gaz. Got kicked. Try again, Adil. Adil got kicked out. We're having loads of issues tonight. Wow. Hey, he's in. Hopefully, everybody else can get in. Hopefully, Looney Man can get in, and Exgonski. It's just been. We'll finish at midnight at this race, Stig. We'll send Manic a message and get him to pay us some overtime.
I think I agree with that. Yeah.
We're just waiting now for a few drivers. If anybody, that's the only thing. Cause not right. Yeah, Disco Bobby's in. Alligator's in. Boom. Just waiting for Looney Man to get in because we're on the 11 now. But we're missing Looney Man. We're missing Exgonski. That's going to take us up to 13. And then if Tommy with 2 Ys can get in, that's 14. So we're just waiting for everybody now to come in. Let's hope nobody has any more issues. They're trying to get me to do it. They're trying to get me to race, Gaz, but the lobby restart. Adil, we restarted the lobby, mate, because there was only 11 drivers and 2 drivers couldn't get into the lobby, which was Lee Webb and Tommy with 2 Ys. And with only 11 drivers, if you've got 2 trying profusely to get into the lobby and only 1 lap in quali's been set, fair dinkum that we reset the lobby. All right, maybe not for you because you put in an absolute stonking lap, but just got to give the other 2 a chance. And so far it's worked because Lee Webb's now in the lobby. But
I think our Big Dory may as well just sit this one out and just quite start from the back. We had a lobby restart because we used to just get more numbers in really. But don't worry about it, mate. I think we should be resetting it to match the same weather. I don't know, obviously, if any drivers remember what the weather was for the race, but I knew it was a full dry qualifying, but I think maybe not want to reset it to match if we know what it was.
But currently, we are still waiting for a few to join. We're waiting for, like I said, Looney Man. Pray for you, thank you, dry. So, Riley, if you just want to set it for dry. Yeah, just set the race for dry, the quali for dry, and we'll just go ahead. But at the moment, we're just waiting for the last two. We're waiting for Exgonski and we're waiting for Looney Man. Please don't tell me they're still pumping it round in the other lobby. I don't want that to be happening. I don't know if anybody wants to jump into the Discord at Looney. If anybody wants, you're in the elite chat, aren't you, Stiggy?
I'm in the elite chat.
Do you want to at Exgonski and Looney Man and Tommy with two Y's and see if
Tommy's trying to join. Alligators
in.
Oh, Konski can't. Konski can't join him due to the lobby restart. He said he has to have because he's got work early, so it's knackered his time. So Kadinsky won't be able to race.
And Looney Man and Tommy are in. Oh, that's a shame for Exgonski.
It's a shame for Konski, yeah. Yeah, apologies, mate. It's obviously a bit of a shame, really. I think the only way I could do it is if we decided to go for one-shot qualifying, but I don't know if that's really fair in the rulebook.
Again, when it's like this, we've only got 13. The rulebook goes out the window. Exgonski, if you're listening, or I don't know, what do people want to do? If we can get away with a one, because we're still on time, quali should just be finishing now. If you want to make it a one-shot quali and we go to the race, I don't know. It's whatever people want to do. If that's going to get another driver in the lobby, we've done a reset to get two in the lobby. I don't know. I don't know what people want to do. I don't know what people want to do. I'll leave the final decision with Dave Riley. He's a lobby host. Somebody want to at Exgonski and say if we do a one-shot quali, is he?
Yeah, I've already messaged him. I'm just seeing if he's replying back.
Riley, you're in the chat, mate. Would that be okay? Oh, look, most of you drivers are in the chat. Speechy, Arbedori, Lee Webb, Cordon Bleu, Pray for Ye. Are you boys happy with that one-shot quali? And we can get Exgonski in? It's a rare occasion tonight, guys. We've only got 13 in. If we can get another driver and make it 14, then...
Yeah, he's saying it's a one-shot, but Kadinsky's currently not responding to any of the messages, which isn't ideal. I have atted him to see if he's able to join, but
Speechy, I don't mind.
Response off him.
Speechy, I don't mind. I'm shitting quali anyway.
I can't see him online. I mean, I haven't got him added as a friend, I don't think. But yeah, it'd be ideal if Kadinsky had even listened to see more messages.
Right, you know what? We'll give him 2 minutes. We'll give him 2 minutes to reply in the Discord. If not, Riley, you got it, mate. Two great minds think alike. We'll give him 2 minutes to reply. If not, we'll flip it back to short quali. I've got nothing planned for tonight, so.
Oh, he's responding now.
Oh, he's responding. There we go.
Let's just see what he's typing now. See what Exgonski says first. He's already turned his PS off.
Oh, well, let's go then. Short quali, we're off, guys. Evening, Egolf. How are you, bud? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're getting plenty of rest, ready for tomorrow. And how about that, Stiggy? You've been following DTS?
No, I haven't been. No, why? What have I missed?
You only missed your commentator buddy's team's top of the league, mate.
Who's topping it?
Me.
Oh, shit.
Vamos Motorsport, mate.
Bloody hell, you're winning it. Nice job. Nice job. I'm just seeing if...
Well, we're ready to go. Riley, just change that
Riley to
short quali.
Put it back to short quali.
I think he's in there. I think he's in. Oh, Riley. Yeah, no. You're still on one shot, Riley. You need to change it, bud. I can't go in there and change it, can I? Because I'm not the lobby host.
No, we're not hosts. He's hoping he'll be able to change it himself if he listens to us.
He's just left the lobby. He's just left the lobby.
Why has he done that? Who's the host now?
Well, everybody don't ready up. Everybody unclick. Pray for Ye, speech. Everybody unclick.
Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Oh, wow.
Right, Riley, set up another lobby, mate. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Set up another lobby. Let's go. Set up another lobby. Stop mucking about. Short quali. I'll invite you again. I know our big Dory, mate. I know our deal. It's it's an absolute nightmare. I made a joke earlier saying we'll be here till midnight, but it could be
Not
true,
wrong
mate.
now. Yeah, Riley set up a new lobby, so yeah, I'll have to rejoin again. Oh, this is going about as well as expected, isn't it?
There we go. Couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery, I slot. Oh no, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Danny's enjoying this, aren't you, Danny? Just because you
Yeah.
used to be, Danny, have you ever had have you ever done to do a host before, mate? It's not easy, man. I used to be a host for Tuesdays, and it was a rough day in the office, mate. Beautiful day
No,
in
let's hope
Romania.
it.
It's 25 past 10. Now look, I'll be Dory, mate. The quicker you are, the sooner you finish the race, and you get to bed, mate. That's all I'm asking. Is just drive a bit quicker, and you'll be alright, won't you? You know, I mean, yeah, you can't make quali any faster, but the faster you drive in the race, the better it is for you, surely.
Yeah, mind you, I'm only an hour behind you, Andre, mate. I've got 25 past 9 here currently. All right,
This is going,
here we
this is
go
going
again.
well.
Take take 3. We got
I mean,
Disco in, we got Tommy in, we got Kempy in, we got the 2 Red Bulls in.
third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. I'm gonna run downstairs for a
Yeah,
second whilst
Riley,
it's all sorting itself out.
Riley, if you want to invite sent, Riley, if you want to start changing, mate, we got wild cards. You need to change it to F1 cars, mate. No one can pick their cars currently. Lobby updated. There we go. No, F1. F1, there we go. Start picking your cars, lads. There you go. Pick your cars. Lee Webb's not in the lobby yet. There he is. Mystery's in the lobby. There we go. We got 8. We got what? We got 3 more. We got Looney Man to come in. Who else we got to come in? I know Riley, mate. I know Riley. But everyone, once we get going now, just get your heads down. Forget about the. Oh, Lee Webb just went grey. Kind of scared me a little bit there. So we're waiting for Prof to come in. Hey, there we go. We've had 2 people in the chat predict they'll win tonight. Our Big Dory and old Cordon Bleu. So we got 12. We're waiting for one more. One more we're waiting for.
Oh, sorry, that was a good burp, wasn't it? Sorry.
So who else is it we're waiting for? We waiting for anybody else?
Actually, no, I don't know who we're waiting on. We got 12, so is that it? I think it should be 12. We're all chipped in, aren't we? Just checking our Big Dory. Andre's here. Konski's not racing. Pray for Ye is here. Prof's
Prof,
here. Looney
Looney Man,
Man's here.
Mystery.
Speechy's here.
Yeah,
Mystery's here. Alligator.
Alligator. That's who we're waiting for. We're missing one. We was waiting for Alligator. Somebody want to ping him over? Just ping the shit out. Ping the shit out of him with invites. I don't have him on my EA. I don't think. And somebody has to invite him on EA because I've seen his logo. He's actually PS. He's PC. So
Yeah, this isn't going very well.
we're 40 minutes into the stream, Stig. You've seen a lap and a half on track. Boom.
Yeah, Riley, do you want to? Riley,
Alligator's in. Alligator's in. He's in. He's in. Done.
Set it to dry, Riley, please. Set it
If
to dry.
if he's not, do you know what? I'm at the stage now. If it's not set to dry, who gives a shit? Let's go.
Well, we need to have
Let's
it as we need to
go.
follow the rule because it's not fair on.
Well, he's just done something because lobby's updated. Let's go. Everybody, click it. Let's get ready. Boom. Let's get into it. Speechy, well done. Speechy's green tick. Riley is set.
Right.
It's all done. Everybody, ready up. Come on.
Thank you,
Stiggy.
guys. Appreciate your patience.
Ready up, mate. Ready up. Come on.
I'm just joining the car ready up. I'll drive on a pad with all my assists on. I'll probably still. I'll run a pad, no assists. So I'll put on a Monza setup and we'll see how I do. Yeah.
No, I understand that. I understand that because obviously, let's just say you was there and because you've not got the right setup for the track. Let's say Arbeg Dory, well, you was going for an overtake on Arbeg Dory, for example, and you locked up and you went into the side of him, giving wing damage. That I understand, you know, because if you get involved in a championship battle and all stuff like that.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit of obviously a bit of jest, really. I think, but no, well, I think the good thing is. That we'll see, I think, more impatience, which would be quite funny to watch. I think drivers will be more impatient to get the job done. I think they'll be maybe pushing slightly harder in quali to see if they can, get higher at the field because they want to get it done. They'll be a bit more tense because I haven't
One
really
more thing. Sorry, Stiggy. One more thing. I was just thinking about it because I was just going through my phone there.
Yeah.
Legacy. I'm going to hold you to this. Legacy.
Go on.
You've got a decent lead. If we get to the last race in Legacy and you've already got the title sewn up,
you're racing the final race
while you're in the car. While you're in the car.
You want me to do comms while I'm in the car? All right, I'll hold you to that. I'm fine with that.
Only if you've got the championship.
The gap is currently not as high. The gap isn't high as I think it is. It's only 26 points. It's only 26 points at the moment. The gap between me and P2, which is Noodles, because Noodles. What was I saying? Sorry, hang on a minute. Yeah, I mean Noodles beat me in the sprint, and I beat him in the main race. But the gap in Legacy is only 26 points, which isn't really a lot. Rostock is on third.
It's not.
It's all open still. It's all open still. Right, let me just reset my dashboard so I can see who's racing where. What we got cord.
Right, good luck everyone.
No, whoopsie daisy.
To get 13 in the lobby, some people may not think it, but to get 13 in the lobby, I'm thinking it's worth what we've just gone through.
I think it's fair enough. It was definitely a good. Yeah, it's a real shame that Quincy couldn't join.
I don't even want to jinx it. But if we've all done that for 13... I think we should do interviews while driving, said Gaz.
No,
but I don't even want to jinx it. But if we've done all that to get 13 in the lobby and 2 cars crash out at turn 1.
I'm looking forward to watching it be like a mass disconnect as like the game just crashes for everybody else. So, we'll have to see how we do.
So I'm on board with Speechy at the moment, who's the lead car. He's going to take us round on the first lap. I'm going to sit on board with Speechy. If you do, he's 1, 2, 3, 4 cars back from Speechy. If you want to sit on board with Arbeg Dory and just take heat of these sector times, see if they do match.
Yeah, well, I've got both the times up on the. I can see both the times on the screen. So on my dashboard to the right hand side. So kind of be good to see if we compare times throughout the lap. So I'm sat on board with. I kind of try to follow on board with Speechy for as long as I can. Really, go down now into turn 3. And I'm sitting behind. Gets a good exit. Let's have a look at the end of the first sector split then for Speechy right now. So look across the line, 27 dead.
Flat. Yeah.
27 flat. So Arbeg Dory going into the medium speed left into the kink right. Actually, Disco Bobby faster than Speechy in the first sector as Prof 27.1, Arbeg Dory 26.8. So he's slightly quick, 3 tenths faster than Speechy at the moment. I think no sign from Riley. I think who's actually just has started his lap. So what Riley's first sector split in as well.
Speechy's just
27.0.
53.7 for Speechy sector 2.
Yeah, so 26.7 in the middle sector there for Speechy. See what Arbeg Dory can pull out. So it's 26.9 for Prof, 26.3 for Andre. That's not Andre. Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
Wow.
So it's got everything mixed up.
Speechy 1:15.3 to cross the line. Next car coming across is Prof 44. He sets a 1:15.4. Next car's Arbeg Dory. 1:14.6. He's matched
It's
where
a
he
really
is.
nice lap from our big
So
Dory.
he's
He's matched his
where
time.
yeah.
I'm expecting that Riley
Andre.
will probably be 2 or 3 tenths off this. I expect probably we'll see him come
Looney
over
Man
in like the low.
1:15.3. Pray for you 1:15.4. Riley 1:15.4. I'm
Again,
on board with Andre.
Yep, 10th and a half off for in the final sector there for Andre. So, yeah, sorry, for Riley compared to Andre. So yeah, it's a lot of progress to be done. 26.4 in the middle sector for Andre.
1:14.7.
14.7.
Wow.
So I think these are the two we need to assess here. I think Andre was
Lee Webb
slightly
14.7 as well. That's why we reset the lobby, boys. That's why we reset the lobby. What a lap from Lee Webb. Great lap, mate.
So yeah, it looks like
Disco Bobby set the world alight. Disco Bobby set the world alight with a 1:47.
Yeah, so it looks like most of our big Dory was just ever so slightly quicker in all 3 sectors than Andre was. Like literally, maybe, like I said, been within a tenth across the whole lap. So it was just a touch slower in all 3 sectors. So there's not really much of a gain.
Disco Bobby sector 2 is 23 seconds quicker. It was on a 54.4, I think that was.
Yeah, so
our big Dory was down in the 53s.
Yeah, there's a couple of tenths in it. I'm just checking to see anybody else on a lap at the moment. Doesn't like anybody else. Anyone lighting the screens up at the moment?
Disco Bobby's on the lap. Mystery's on the lap. Disco Bobby goes 1:16 flat. Mystery. He's actually invalidated his lap. Again, the Red Bull boys are still... I don't get this. I don't get it. They do this every race. They sit in the pit. Why would you think that would be? To get some track acclimatization or
saving
get the track
tyres? I think it'll probably be saving a set of softs. So at the moment,
well, there's movement now. Softs in this game, Stiggy, excuse my wording, but they're absolutely shite for race.
Yeah, they are. I agree. I think, but with maybe 3 or 4 laps to go, that they might it may be worth moving over to them. Or it could be that they deem themselves that it's just they might have enough time to let the track clean up. I mean, after all, what they don't want to be involved in is a load of cars all in one gaggle. At least they're going to be out of sync with other drivers. 12 minutes left on a 5-minute lap cycle with going out of the pits, doing your lap and coming in again. So it's not like these guys are particularly tight on time for 3 runs. It'll be a push, but they could in theory do 3 runs still.
Yeah. Speechy's a 10th down on his time. I've seen Looney Man's just put himself up into 4th. Speechy was a 10th down on his sector 1 time. Behind him we got our big Dory, but I believe our big Dory's on an out lap, and just behind him we got the 2 Red Bulls, I believe. So the next car will be, I think Speechy currently is the only man who's going to be on a flying lap. Dave Riley's just started his lap. He's just finished in sector 1 now.
Yep, let's have a look. So you on board? Let's have a look who's on board at the moment.
I've missed Speechy's sector 2 time.
Speechy, the 26.7 in the middle sector.
He's pitting. Nearly pulling into the wall, Speechy.
Yeah, it was a personal best over Speechy's middle sector split, but nothing setting the screens alight at the moment. But nothing really to be ashamed of.
Dave Riley, sector 2 time. He's a 2nd down. Dave Riley is not getting his way in qualifying tonight. He's a 2nd down. But let me look at tyres. Is he on the same set? Yeah, he's on 3-lap-old tyres, Dave Riley.
Yeah, maybe just wanted to. So he's right in theory that sometimes running the same set of tyres again can have
I've just missed his sector 1 time. Our big Dory's a 10th up.
Our big Dory's 26.7 in the first sector, which I think is is blindingly quick in the first sector. Stay on board with our big Dory then for his lap, see if he can improve and just kind of stretch the gap out between the cars and between Cordo and Lee Webb behind. Actually, the car's looking really positive. Actually, look at how much more battery he's using, though. I mean, he's running out of juice really at the end of the lap.
There we go.
So again, positive middle sector. He's lost a little bit of time. Lost half a tenth between over that second sector split. I think the majority of that will be to do with, I think, battery use. Again, you can see he hasn't got much left in the tank, but it really shows how much he's used. Coming through the final corner, just really rotating the car nicely. The attitude does look quite positive. Coming through the final now, 14.4. Again, nice improvement.
Found a lot of time
tenth
there.
and a half in the final sector then for Arbigdori.
MP goes 1:16.9. Tommy with 2 wires goes 1:15.7. Decent lap there from Tommy. Pray for Ye's currently on the lap. He's just starting. Pray for Ye's gone up and put it on 15 flat. Alligator, we missed his lap. 15.1 from Alligator.
He's currently down at the moment, so it looks like Alligator I expect is probably coming in this lap.
No,
Alligator's going round again, so he's going to go round.
He's on 100%.
So he's going to go again. So I wonder if he made a mistake and then went over. Let's have a look then. Stay on board with Alligator, give him some screen time. Using a lot of overtake down the back straight, which is fair enough, I think, to use. Get as much momentum as you can. Nice and late on the brakes, turned in quite early. Yeah, nice rotation on the car, using all the road up the exit. Maybe got a little bit more to the left available, but again, it's your second lap. I understand why you're not pushing, all the way to the limit. That car looks really like it wants to rotate on the nose a lot, so the attitude of the car is quite positive. It feels like it's going to be.
This is where you can tell if someone's setup's good. That was attack. That was full attack. That's got to be the most attacking I've seen going through that corner so far.
Thrown in quite nicely there, but again, not enough curb use. Again, he's still not pushing the limits of what he can do. Decent use of the curbs through the S's, which is quite good to see how he does with the faster S's now.
Stayed off that exit curb there, which is where I think Arbigdori lost a lot of time, because you lose a lot of times on the curbs.
There's an advantage to do if you. It's not what you actually want to do through that chicane. Actually, is go over, straddle the curb, not touch it.
Yeah, Arbigdori didn't straddle it. His right tyre was full on the curb, which I think cost him that little bit of time.
You need to be even further over than that to really use all the time. He's actually
Alligator
going to come
out.
to the pits. He's had enough.
I think he knows he's got. I think he knows he's got a bit of time in his pocket. So, and now here comes Dave Riley. Let's see what Dave Riley's got.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Used a lot of VRS already.
Attitude here. Yeah, he has. And see the traction control system complaining there. Let's see how committed he's going to be then. Using a lot of the curb on exit, which feels a little bit more positive. Let's see how we go into here. He's matched his first. We're not
and he's invalidated.
Oof. So again, I think the same thing. He should be able to, recharge and go again here. I think if he's doing the right thing. You notice there from his lap that he did turn in
Mr. Riley
enough early and got the car to rotate. You really need to focus on rotation through that fast ride.
Used a lot of curb there on turn 4 in Looney Man.
Yeah, he's charging his battery nicely there, so I think Riley will be going again. But
Lee Webb on an out. Gordon Blur's currently on an out lap, on a fast lap, but he's just coming through. Turn 3, I believe.
Yep, let's have a look, see how committed he is. Check to his previous best, and as he exits the first sector split, he's down on the first sector, thrown in nicely, but too much rotation. You see that rear end there, the attitude of the rear was over-rotated. He wasn't able to commit. I think he lost probably a lot more time than he thought there and using way too much curb and invalidates. Yeah, so he doesn't need to carry on this lap. He just touched way too much curb there. You really want to avoid the sausage curbs on the either side of that. You just want to kind of graze the curbs through the chicane and go as wide out as you dare, flick it in last minute. Otherwise you're going to be losing time and losing grip. The car, it's not happy on those curbs around in that sector split.
I haven't checked Prof's sector tyres, but Kenny, he's coming into the pit. He's coming into the pit.
Looks like Lee Webb is going to be boxing. He's on none. No, he's in none. He's not in doing a lap on, at least at the moment. He might be well charging the
and
gain.
I've just seen he's 3 tenths down anyway.
Yeah, so I think, but again, the use of the curb there is exactly what he needs to be doing. That exit there, really the line you should be taking. You want to use as much as you can, be all the way over the side of that curb, and it's going to maximise your time because you've got much more room as you flick it in left into the S's to make it to the space. And again, into the right hand corner where he is now, you want to be almost touching that curb on the left, flicking it in and taking cutting that corner as much as you can. Squaring it off and really maximising the space. So Lee Webb,
he pits in. Everybody's going to call it. It's going to be quiet now. Arbigdori's come out. Very surprised by that.
Outlap. That's quite early, actually. I don't know if this is his second or third set of tyres for Arbigdori, but let's have a look at his attitude through the sector here. I don't think he's pushing too hard, but give us enough of a gauge to see how the attitude of the car is. It seems a bit more positive, a bit more committed to the exit line there, and you don't want to be touching that inside curb. It is an auto spin. And again, he wants to be far out to the left here, just miss the sausage curbs. That's a much better line. Nice and wide on the exit. That's a bit too wide, but again, I think you're not going to lose much time there.
You can tell that he went a bit too much over that curb. You want to do what Lee Webb done, wide that curb, but not as much as Arbigdori did, because I see as he exited that, as he come off that curb, he had grass on his tyre.
Absolutely, but again, decent line through the medium speed right.
But remember, this is an outlap. This is an outlap anyway.
So he's going to start his lap now. Then he's going to square his corner off nicely. Actually, going quite tight to the entry there, which is not really.
No, you would go wide and take a wide.
He's not going. Is this a double warm-up lap? Which is interesting on a track like this. I wouldn't have imagined a double warm-up lap would be the right thing to do here. Let's just have a look, see how much fuel we've got on board. So we've got I think that's 4 laps of fuel on board. It's either 4 laps or 4 litres of fuel. This is 4.1 on the top right of his steering wheel. I believe that's laps for this.
Now is coming to the end of his lap.
Yeah, he's slightly up, so I think probably a small improvement here for Pray For Ye. He'll probably be into the high 14s. Yeah, 14.9.
There you go.
I think that's him done now. He won't be able to get around and back again. Or if he is, he'll be really close on time. So we just really need to get a wiggle on, I think, here. And again, straight lines from chicanes, which you are allowed to do.
Or the only thing he can do, the only thing he can do, albeit is going to have to do another lap on his tyres, is have a recharge lap and then go again. There's a car behind him. The site Looney Man is coming on an out lap, so he probably should stay out his way. Anybody on lap? Speech is on lap. The Ferrari. Let's check the attitude. But look at how much overtake he's using, really trying to get as much speed as he damn well can into the end of the first sector. And he's down on his personal best, but a lot of curb, but over rotation on the bump. You need to avoid that. You don't want to be losing the rear on entry there, but again, decent through the fast right. Nice and late on the brakes, chucks it in. Just a bit tap of the curb, which will rotate the car and unsettle it slightly. And he's given up. I think he must have maybe lost some time, or there's been the car stopping there, or they're just at a car park. Yeah. Car park over there.
Someone spun it. Alligator's actually spun it on track, and he's just waiting to get a clear
and I can see a bit of carbon. I can see a bit of carbon on track. No
penalties handed out. It's Prof's okay, but no damage done, and no one has got any penalties. Speechy's down, so he's going to be probably charging again. Is anybody on a lap at the moment? Cordon Bleu is on. Not Cordon Bleu. Arbigdori is on a lap. We haven't caught up to him at the best time, but I think this will be his final lap of the day. He should be flat out for here. Not enough curb on the entry though, but he is up.
He is up.
So just slightly. Good use of the entry and exit curbs there, though, but he's got no backdrift. He's going to really sap a lot of time going into the final corner here because he hasn't got the power available.
I've just seen Cordon Bleu's a 10.5 up currently. I've just flicked back to him. He's the next car to cross the line.
Yeah, I don't think Arbigdori here will be able to improve. He's already given up, so is he going to do another charge lap?
He may do.
He must have to go again. It says 2.2 on his dash, so I assume that is fuel. 2.2 laps of fuel available for him.
So here comes Cordon Bleu coming around the last corner.
I think he'll be into the high 5s here, maybe high 4s if he's lucky. 14.5. So that's him done.
No, I mean he would have enough time to get around.
He hasn't got the fuel to go again. He's on 1.1 laps and hasn't got the battery available, so that's him done. Lee Webb starting his lap here. I think this is the one that could maybe make some improvements here. Down into turn 1. Let's have a look at the attitude of the car. Nice and late on the brake. Is he going to touch the inside curb? No, bit of a lock up on the inside, but there's not much of a deficit here.
Looney Man goes up to third, improved by 6/10 to Looney Man.
Well done for Looney Man.
Great lap for Looney Man.
Noticed that. Let's have a look at the exit for Lee Webb. Nice and wide on the exit. Gets
track
it cut
could
in.
Be ramping up now.
Yeah. So there's a car in front of him. There's a Red Bull on track in front of Lee Webb. Let's check the attitude. Lee Webb is up by 1/10 of a second. Uses the inside curb. Lovely line there through the fast left, but he's touched the grass on the outside. He went slightly too committed on the outside, but he might be able to recover this. Let's check. Keep stay on board. Good use of the curbs there. Bit too much on entry, but not a problem.
Bit of a switch on exit.
And he's a bit more. He's trying too hard now. He's getting the oversteer of the car. He's using the curbs and the auto spin to get it. This should be flat out in 6th gear here. Just get as close as you can to the curb, bit of oversteer on exit. This car should be out the way.
He's still up, but not a lot. He's still up, not by a lot though.
This Red Bull needs to be out the way now. I think this
is. No, the Red Bull's on a fast lap. The Red Bull's he's on 100%, so he's gonna go again for another lap. But I don't think he's gonna make the line in time. I don't think he's going to make the line.
This is blocking. That to me is blocking. He's in his way there, and he's not even going to make it. So I think Kempe there could be under investigation for blocking. It's not to do with the fact he was in his way. It's the fact that you've lost your reference points because you're not meant to.
Oh, Alligator's gone again. Alligator's gone again. Alligator's gone again. We're on board with Speechy.
He's trying way too hard.
He's got his Ferrari teammate in front of him. Whoa, it looked like his car was ghosting there, but Disco Bobby's...
Speechy really wide. Speechy's too wide there.
Disco Bobby's ever so slightly up, but I think these are going to be the last two. Mystery, he's invalidated a lap, so we're just waiting for Speechy. F1 Dave Riley's still out on track. He's on an invalidated lap, so I think that's probably done.
This is what I mentioned about the impatience. Everyone trying way too hard.
And he did improve, but he stayed where he was.
Yeah, everyone trying's too hard on that final lap because you can see that they're starting to touch curbs that you really shouldn't be touching.
Yeah.
You can add to the auto spin coming into play. I mean, you see the laps from the people in the Masters and Legacy divisions only kind of avoiding most of the curbs on this track, or if they are, they're just touching them because they know there's a couple of curbs on this in Hungary. For example, the flat right at the end of sector 2 that's flat out. Right, and if you touch the curb, you get a bit of rotation on the nose, which helps gain time. You get the car doesn't understeer as much, you get a bit over rotation, but you touch the curb too much and then you over rotate. And it's finding that really small distinction between is it enough curb or is it too much, right? And that's the difference in time at the top division.
Sorry, I've just read Egolf's comment.
Egolf with a bit of a low blow there. But again, our big Dory, 14-4.
So let's run through the... if you want to take it's only one page, so do you want to take a quick screenshot of that, Stiggy? Remember, we've got to get these to Hilly after.
Yeah, can do. Got a screenshot of that. That's fine, yep, great.
And then even myself or you send them to Hilly after the race. So we've got Arbeck Dory, we've got Cordon Bleu and Looney Man. Great lap from Looney Man. Lee Webb will be considering what could have been. Pray for ye. F1 Dave Riley's got a bit of work to do. Prof 44, Alligator, didn't look the greatest in quali. Speechy, Disco Bobby, Mystery, and then the two Red Bulls of Tommy with two Ys and Kempe bringing up the rear of the field. So we go to the race. Riley, mate. Hilly messaged me and just said if I can get him the results across. So we've just took a screenshot of the quali. It's handy because we don't have to scroll down any pages because there's hardly any drivers. So we'll take a screenshot at the end. But if you want to do it as well, the more the merrier, just to make sure that he gets all the results. But we'll be doing that, and we'll be getting them across to Hilly tonight, mate. Don't you worry about that.
So congratulations to Arbeck Dory there for getting his pole position. I mean, done everything he needs to do so far to secure 50
comeback.
Points.
Great return.
I don't remember where Riley actually was in the grid, but I don't think he was particularly high up. I think he was he's sixth place, so he's in the just on the fringes of the top 50% here, which is not. I think I say sixth place isn't great, but in a grid of 13. You need to be doing better than that, really, I think, as championship leader, especially given that I think there's a big pace difference. I think he's going to compare Mr. Leg.
I can play devil's advocate here, Stiggy. Sorry to interrupt you. I played devil's advocate there. One, this may be a dog track for Riley. It may not be one of his greatest track. And
of course,
Arbeck Dory weren't here last week, and I think he only had a little bit of a points gap over Riley. I think Riley now has got, I didn't even go through the standings at the beginning of the race, but Riley's got, I believe, 40 odd points. So
so I mean, again, this is damage limitation here for Arbeck Dory, and just points protection here for Riley. I mean, Riley, really doesn't need to go out and win this, and
look at the
just needs to get a decent result. Yeah, so I've got one more dash. It's almost maybe a 60-40 split between mediums and hards. Looks like Andre though is on hards in P2. So I think again he'll be going long. With I'm just quickly finishing just updating my timing screen, but I think the strategy here is it's going to be whatever it is. It's really tough on tyres this track.
And
There
I
is going
don't
to
know
be a
if it's
big.
still a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing. Also, the whoever is the owner of the lobby, they get a glitch at the start where they get a great start. Now, if he does get that Riley and that negates his hard tire, and he staves off Alligator and the mediums behind him, or even maybe pinches Pray for Ye, then he's in a very good position, Riley.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Riley will rightfully so. I think make use of the host advantage start. He can't be helped. The game's a bit shit.
Yeah, it's just
Good
the
news
game.
is
This.
for those watching at home on racing, you're not missing much apparently on the F1 75 thing tonight. I'm being told by my girlfriend and people that are watching that it's cringe as fuck. So at the moment, this is the place to be. You have made the right decision racing tonight, as it looks like Kempi actually got disqualified there
We
from
jump
the session.
board on the session.
No, just qualified from the
Okay,
formation
5
lap.
lights, and we're gone. And Cordon Bleu's had an absolute great start, but now Arbigdori's tyre wear starts kicking in, and Cordon Bleu now on the rear wing of Arbigdori, he starts coming down the
Cordon
slack
Bleu,
from
yeah, let's
Looney
have a
Man.
look. This is around the outside to turn one. Is Cordon Bleu? Let's have a look. He's going to get stopped at Arbigdori.
Got
Just
perfect view of
leaving
it
enough
there.
room here. I think
Lee Webb
Cordon Andre.
making, yeah, Lee Webb and Looney Man are going at it as well.
Yeah, the Looney Man and Lee Webb just leaving each other just enough space. I think Looney Man did get pushed onto the grass a little bit. So Cordon here needs to do everything he can to stay in a 1 second window or stay within DRS of
And this is what we're talking about. Lee Webb's already
Look
took
at
him,
this.
and
It's
he's
a
managed to get
great
round.
move. A great move
What
from
a
Lee
move
Webb.
from Lee Webb.
Doing
Fantastic
it the
move.
right decision there. I mean, look, Arbigdori, look at that gap, nearly a second already. So Lee Webb needs to get a big wiggle on here and stay within a second of the car in front. Otherwise, Arbigdori's off. That's it. He's gone. You know, he's doing everything he can right now. Arbigdori is to get away because this is going to matter so much for his race. You know, staying as far away as he can. You know,
and as I mentioned at the start, Riley has lost out to Prof 44.
Yeah.
Alligators fell back, so that'd be good news for the three hard runners.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
there you go.
I mean,
There's that 1 second, right? He's just pulled back into it now.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, at the moment, this won't matter for this lap. Luckily, I mean, it's to say end of lap 1, but there's only 2 DRS zones, and they're controlled by one.
And Pray for Ye's pit.
Pray for Ye
Pray
in
for
the
Ye's
pit lane.
pit.
Just wing damage there for Pray for Ye, and a bit upsetting if it is. Let's have a look. He's coming into the pit lane now. I think he is staying. He's going to carry on. Well, he's not retiring
Riley's
from
made
the
a
session,
move.
but-
Riley's now up to 5th. Riley's got back in front of Prof, but he's got 2 seconds now to catch on Looney Man in front. Arbigdori's just gapping Lee Webb now. He's got it out to 1.1 now.
Yeah, 1.3, unbelievable pace, and Arbigdori actually has more ERS than Lee Webb does as well, so Arbigdori has done everything he needs to do to get away and make this work. Anybody made any corner cutting warnings? Yes. Looks like we've got Mystery, Speechy and Pray for Ye all with track limit warnings already, so on the end of the first lap. So but this is Arbigdori's race to lose now, and commentator's curse already being deployed, but 1.5 seconds on the first lap is ridiculous. You do not want to be on a track like this out of DRS, because you're never going to catch, right? You know, I mean, Andre, I think, and Riley, as Andre especially, can just settle down. At the moment, his pace is not going to be up there with the medium, so him sitting there in DRS of Lee Webb, charging that battery, just kind of keeping the tyres in a good controlled window, is only going to do him favours later on into the race, you know. But obviously, you know, if Lee Webb, half a second slower Lee Webb was than Arbigdori was that lap. Looks like it's a 17.9 for Lee Webb, 18.0 for Andre, and then 18s across the board. People in the 19s. So Arbigdori, realistically speaking, only man in the 17s. Lee Webb, 2,000ths of a second into the 17s. But yeah, this is a dominant start.
And I will say as well, Lee Webb, Cordon Bleu, and Looney Man being so close together are absolutely killing Dave Riley. Just down that straight, they entered that straight 2.2 ahead of Riley. It's now 2.8 because they're getting the DRS from the car in front.
Absolutely, and this is a bit of a weird situation for Riley because it looks like he's slowly being caught by Speechy and Co on the hard tyres. So are these guys going to work together? I think I mentioned a lot about race IQ here and really focusing on the task in hand, which is
Pray for Ye back in the pit.
Yeah, Pray for Ye must be calling it a day. I think now he must have a problem.
No, he's on the exit. Pit exit.
This is an interesting. approach here. 43 seconds off the lead.
2.1 seconds now, Arbegdori. He's in a different world
It's
at
a
the
real
moment.
shame. He's nearly a lap down. So yeah, Arbegdori's just taken off. I mean, he's matched his previous best, I think, possing this line. I mean, another 17.5, 17.6, so not just a tenth slower.
Now this is where Cordon Bleu could be making the move on Lee Webb now. There we go. He gets himself on the hards now. The hards are starting to get up to temperature. But Lee Webb keeps it down the inside. It doesn't let... Oh, a little bit of wheel bang in, but that's all right.
Oh, the contact!
That's all right.
Yeah, I think
Cordon
a little bit of touching wheels there,
done.
but...
Yeah, big lock up from Looney Man behind.
Yeah, I think a little bit of touching wheels there, but I think everyone got away pretty cleanly. I mean, Andre here now, if he can catch Arbegdori, it's going to be quite an impressive feat, because I mean he should be the slower car. I mean, the mediums are going to be the better tyres for maybe the next 6-7 laps, right, before the hards then come into their own. So let's just see. I mean, the gap's already down to 2.4. It's only a tenth or two, but we'll just see how he's getting on. As for the tyre wear and stuff we're expecting to see this race, I think the medium tyres are just over about 2% a lap, and the medium tyres are about 3%, and the hards are about 2% a lap. So, realistically speaking, again, the hards will do the entire race distance, but they'll be absolutely destroyed at the end of this race. So you see a safety car. You see a safety car come out in this track, and again, it might be worth considering. The difference is between this one and the difference between here and Canada is a 4-second longer pit lane delay. So it's 20 seconds as opposed to the 16 that you got in Canada. Yeah. So that 4 seconds,
Lee Webb's had a big moment on the exit of turn 1. Is he going to come under pressure from Looney Man? Yes, we're on board with Looney Man. Looney Man gets down the inside, gets the move done.
Nice move,
but he runs slightly deep.
He
runs slightly deep. He's not going to get the chance to get him on the exit. Yeah. Dave Riley's now starting to lock this gap down now, but I think that's due to the battling. He's pulled a second out of them now, so I think these hards are now starting to come into their own.
It's really early actually for these hards to start being useful. I mean, the mediums will probably only be about sort of maybe 15% worn at worst. The hards will be maybe about less than 10, but looks like going to the lap delta here, he's taken 2.5 tenths out of Arbegdori in the first sector alone. I mean, Looney Man has done the same. 28.3 in the first for Arbegdori and 28.1 for Andre. 27.9 in the middle for Arbegdori, 28.0, so they've matched each other in the middle sector. So let's just see how we're getting on here. Looks like fastest man on track right now actually is Speechy at the moment on this lap alone. So let's just see how it continues to go on.
Dave Riley now down to 1.4 on Lee Webb.
Yeah, it looks like he's
Caution sector 2. I think that's one of the Red Bulls. That was Kempe. Kempe had a bit of a moment. Has he got his wing?
It looks like front wing is intact for a Kempe, so again, no.
Lee Webb goes over. Lee Webb gets his position back on Looney Man.
Yeah, he does. But he got a really rough exit, actually. He did Lee Webb. So is Looney Man going to go back at him? I think Looney Man might go for this.
I think he's a bit too far back.
Yeah, he needs to look at this.
He's had a big exit now. He's going to get him now.
Massive problem here. Here we go. Bit of wheel banging. No on there.
Nice space given.
Yeah, Lee Webb is struggling here now. He's all over the place. I'm sat on board with Looney Man, and Lee Webb is the car is just not working with him. He's touching.
And now Riley's back at half a second. Yep. Riley's cancelled that. Mav, how are you, bud? Why are you racing tonight, mate? You've missed an absolute journey we've been on, mate. Have you noticed it's 10 and we're only on lap 6? We've had an absolute journey, mate. We've had an absolute journey, but we rode it all together, mate. Ain't right about that.
Looney Man really far out wide there. Riley, I think, will dispatch of Looney Man into turn 1. Yeah. I think he needs to. He might have to force an overtake here on Looney Man, but unless Looney gets some run on
let's not forget about Speechy. Speechy's on the hards also, but the only problem is Looney Man's going to get aided by the DRS from the car in front.
Yeah, I mean, Looney Man's not catching Lee Webb here. Riley actually not really catching either of them.
No, because of the DRS.
Just kind of realised Looney Man really deep though. Again, it's been a bit of a sort of Prof Alligator fighting into turn 1. Alligator down the inside, gets clear of Prof in the
Prof might come and try and come back to him, but no, he sits behind him. That's okay.
Not making the move from there, but I think these two again, they've got a 3-second gap to the next cars, so I think it was a viable move there for Alligator to try and get ahead and see if he can carry on. And again, it's like the pace has made us. I don't know if Andre made a mistake because he lost 3 tenths to Arbeg Dory in the first sector there. Both drivers, the last lap for Arbeg Dory was 18.6 and 18.7 for Andre, but this time round he's lost 0.3 of a second, but then gained it all back. So, and then middle sector split, 28.4 for Arbeg Dory, 28.1 for Andre, so they've matched each other again. So I don't know what's going on with these two, but they're wildly inconsistent, but somehow probably over the line exactly the same pace. Let's go just about across the line now. And
this is where you fit. Now look, Dave Riley, I'm on board with Dave Riley now. He's a lot closer to Looney Man now. But again, is Looney Man going to get aided by Lee Webb? But then Looney Man's a lot closer to Lee Webb now. But again, they're not gaining. They're not gaining. It's status quo as you were.
Yeah, it is, exactly. I mean, he needs to really focus on the exit here. But look at this exit from Riley. No, a little bit too much interference and traction control there. So
Ross
it's
gets
not
back in
going to be
front
a
of
chance of a
Alligator.
move. Yeah,
Alligator tries to come back down. No, it's all good
there we
now.
go. There's a chance, actually. There might be a bit of chance here. Move around the outside for Alligator. Oh, Prof gets the nose in first and just shuts the door. So nice defence there from Prof. But these two fighting and just cost each other time. Look at this, they're not done. Alligator and Prof side by side into the fast left. And they've got through, but then Alligator runs what? He'll need to give that place up. I think that was a bit too wide there, I think, for Alligator. Is that an illegal overtake? No, I think the game's allowed it.
Four cars here, nose to tail. Lee Webb, you've got Speechy all over the back of Dave Riley. And now look, Cordon Bleu, he's under 2 seconds now. Under 2 seconds for Arbeg Dory.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where the crossover is. This is where the crossover is now.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at that time. So it was a 19.3 for Arbeg Dory last time, a 19.0 for Andre. So let's see how we're getting on here. But it's been a much better lap for
Off and Alligator still going at it.
Yeah,
wow.
There's going to be contact here, I think, because Speechy's going to be looking at Riley. Right, this is now a pass or be pass situation here for F1 Riley.
Speechy.
Yep.
Riley, I think he's got enough. He's got enough drive now. He's got enough drive.
Yeah.
I don't think Looney Man.
See what Speechy does. Is he going to look?
Looney Man and Dave Riley goes pretty deep. Looney Man lost DRS to Lee Webb. That's how that's happened.
Yeah, that's how it's worked. But again, I think Speechy took the safe option there of just let's not dive Riley. Let's just get by him and work together with him at least for this lap or two, just to try and get back into Lee Webb's
and
DRS.
dispose of the next medium runner. And now,
Cordonneau. I just went on board with Cordonneau and he just went really wide on the exit of the turn or the left kink, and for somehow didn't get a warning for it, so gets away with it. But
he can see Arbeg Dory getting closer and closer to him now.
So again, it was a 19.3 for Arbeg Dory and last lap, and 18.8 for Andre.
Half a second.
It is, yeah, and again, I think it's a similar story. So again, 2/10 in each of the first two sectors. Andre is at the moment the fastest man on track by half a second to Arbeg Dory.
He has a big moment. He has a big moment. He's going to extend out that gap now.
DRS, yeah, it's cost him DRS as well, I think. Yeah.
And now this is battle I want to look at. I don't think Speechy's quick enough, close enough, to make a move on Dave Riley. But Dave Riley's now got...
Riley hasn't got any DRS though, so Speechy needs to set this one up into turn 3, I think. Needs to kind of square him up nicely here. Let's have a look into turn 1. Gets it turned in slightly faster than Riley.
Alligator's pit.
That's really early. That must be damage. Car stopped on track. Looks like it might be Kempe or Pray for Ye. Is it Kempe? Kempe looks like made a mistake and has come back on, but again, no wing damage for him.
No, it's okay.
It looks like both the drivers already pit. Is the tyre wear really bad here? Is this maybe a two-stop strategy? It's like Tommy and Alligator have both decided to box, so it could be really rough.
Cordon Bleu, he's now in. He's in striking distance, so Arbeg Dory.
Gaz, what's the undercut round here? Like, this is, well, I mean, I think I'm about to find out, but clearly I think more powerful than we think. I mean, it looks like at the moment the hard is the better race tyre, but you know, they've gained, what is it going to be? I mean, 10 laps in, and the hard driver now breathing over the back of Arbeg Dory's mediums. I don't know how shot they are,
but he catches that dip on the second to last corner.
Auto spin curb there.
But he's got himself going now. Arbeg Dory pulls over to the right. I don't think Cordon Bleu's close enough to make a move this lap round. It's all about getting
might be into turn 3 though.
Wow! Look at the ERS difference, Stiggy.
He's
Look
gone
at
for
the
it.
ERS difference.
Overtake open. Cordonneau here might square one up. We're going to go late down the inside. He's going to look for it. No, he's not. No real commitment there from Andre. But again,
F1 Dave Riley's going around the outside of Lee Webb though. He gets the move done.
Lee Webb's still there.
Lee Webb's still there. Feel bad for Stiggy, feel bad for Speechy there. Speechy just got nowhere to go. But Riley now's got 4.8 seconds. He's got 4.8 seconds to catch up on Cordon Bleu, who's pushing Arbeck Dory through the corners.
I mean, the longer Arbeck Dory here backs up Cordonneau, the better it is for Riley, because Riley will be able to get back in DRS and work with Andre to, not take the hit of that undercut as much.
I'm on board with Cordon Bleu at the moment, and look at the tyre, look at the tyre difference.
Yeah, I mean, Arbeck Dory here might have to pit now and maybe just see how long he can take these hards. I don't know how long they'll last, I don't know. But it's clearly that the mediums are suffering worse than I expected, so it could be a setup issue or massive temperature.
He's going to be taking candy off a baby this time round.
Already, yeah, it's a done deal. I mean, Arbeck Dory here will just have to yield. No overtake left in the tank. He's just yielded. Look, absolutely nothing doing. Speechy looking on into Lee Webb into turn 1. Later on the brakes, gets it stopped. Lee Webb has to leave the space because there's a Ferrari in the way, and he just clears him. Yeah, nice easy move there.
And when he first put the brakes on, I thought he'd gone well too deep, but it just goes to show how much grip he's got in them hard tyres at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty interesting battle now, I think, between strategies. Fastest man on track there was Dave Riley, 19.1 compared to Andre's 19.9.
And look at that, lap 12, first penny, that's great, that is. And Riley's just took like 6 tenths out of Arbeck Dory.
He has. He was quick on the last lap, but then Riley's now a lot slower. So again, Riley lost half per second in the first sector to Andre, but then he gained it on, gained half a second to Arbeck Dory. So this is all just tyre wear. And
Arbeck Dory at the moment, no, he's just managed to, he's just stuck out, but I think he's just dipped back in. No, there's the detection line. He's managed to keep DRS.
The longer Arbeck Dory stays in DRS, the better it is for his race, because he can take the hards, he can just push the hards even more. I mean, Looney Man pits, so again, is Looney Man on lap 11? He is, yeah.
So here's where we're going to see about the undercut. I just read Egolf's comment. And
Prof's box as well. This is a double stack for Aston Martin. This is interesting. Is it going to be clearing time? Looney Man gets out. Have they nailed this to perfection? Let's have a look. Prof had to wait just maybe half a second.
Just a slight delay. That was it.
Small delay onto the hard tyres. So not a bad effort there from the Aston Martin team doing a double stack. So
we got a Stocker in the chat. But first of all, Egolf Hazard, hard to mediums is quite strong. It's a quite strong strategy basically. Undercut I don't think is strong the other way around. And then we've got come on Arbeck. What happened to pray? Let's go Pink Panthers.
By the
way, I've just got Egolf will back me up on this. I've got a message for my mate Ross Stocker. Ross, Mr. Stocker, I hope you haven't got a bad neck looking up at the team above you, Vamos Motorsports, mate. Vamos!
Stocker there, as Looney Man goes so wide. Stocker's probably licking his wounds at the moment, following the again a damage limitation showing actually in Legacy. I think it was a wrong strategy call there from Stocker in the rain.
Yeah,
but again, ending up top 5 after that was a good effort.
Shit out of me. And now look, with all that chat, look, we've seen now Arbeck Dory's dropped right off the back. I think these mediums have now seen their day, I honestly believe.
Yeah, the mediums are done. The mediums are done, and I think the hards
will take the remaining 20 laps. If we're looking for that, so 13, all at 12, so we're looking at these hards to run at least another 7 to 8 to 10 laps, and then they'll pit.
Agreed, yeah. Looks like people now are racking up warnings now. Tommy and Mystery, I think Red Bull are lighting up the warning screens at the moment with all these warnings. I think at the moment it looks like that Looney Man, I think, actually is rapid right now. I mean, he's what, taking a second out of Arbeck Dory in the first sector alone. So he's going to be all over, I think, the group in front of him, the Disco
and
Bobby.
And the man who seems to be on the attack at the moment is Speechy. He's pushing Dave Riley's right on, and there goes Arbeck Dory into the pit. Arbeck Dory's pit. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Lee Webb. There we go. I'm good at this, I am.
Arbeck Dory in the pit lane here. This is a
Here goes
massive moment.
Speechy now. Here goes Speechy now on Dave Riley. Gets it done, puts it down the inside, gets very close to him. Gets very close. Speechy now up in second.
Yeah. Nice clean move there, yeah. Speechy up Summers a couple of tenths faster than Dave Riley. Both drivers though catching up to Andre ever so slowly. Andre 19.5. Look, person to watch out for is Looney Man actually. So have a look at Looney Man's lap. So 19.5 for Andre, 17.7 for Looney Man. So Looney Man is
and Looney Man's undercut Lee Webb.
Seconds quicker.
He's undercut Lee Webb as well. Come from nowhere, Looney Man.
Yeah,
so the undercut is absolutely massive here. So does that bring Arbeck Dory right back into this race?
I think right now there's no doubt that Arbeck Dory will take the lead again. He will undercut the guys on the hards. They've got to do another 5 laps at least.
Arbeck Dory's 21 seconds. 21 seconds behind Andre.
And the pit loss time is 20, so he will come out right now. He will, they're going to stay out for the 5 or 6 laps, and he will come out in front. So Arbeck Dory will be leading the race. The question is for how long, because those medium tyres, those first 4 or 5 laps are going to be amazing compared to the worn hards that Andre is on right now.
I'm currently on board with Dave Riley. He's going to try and tag team back over Speechy, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. Speechy's managed to stave off. Because I looked at Speechy, he had a stack of VRS, but it doesn't look like he's used it, Speechy. It doesn't look like he used it. It don't look like none of them really used ERS down that straight.
Riley's charging, Speechy's charging. I just want to quickly alert you while we're just Stocker chatting shit in your chat mix. Stocker says that's the difference between our teams. You're overperforming, we're lacking, yet we're breathing down your neck, says Rose Stocker. So we're not overperforming, mate. We're not overperforming. We're just like you, Stocker, last year, remember? And there's another big thing. Stocker had first pick in the draft, Stiggy. I had 9th pick. Stocker, mate, what are you doing, Stocker? Come on. What
Mind you, I can't talk too much. Stocker won the title last year with a 10th pick, so I'm taking a leaf out of your book, Stocker, mate. Don't worry about that.
I'm just checking out. So Looney Man has already lost out to Lee Webb. On this lap already. So I think Lee Webb has just mugged him. I think the biggest thing is, the tyre drop off after the lap was mad. So Looney Man's personal best was 17.7. The next lap was an 18.9.
And
so in that time, Arbeck Dory has gone from 21.4 to 18.3 behind Andre. Yeah. So Arbeck Dory set a 17.5 that lap, which was a session best for lap 17.3
now.
Yeah, look at that. So Arbeck Dory is flying right now.
And another lap goes by where Riley could not get in front of Speechy. Now Riley's on a recharge mission here. He's got nearly 100% ERS.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The advantage at the moment is if Riley thinks I'm not going to be able to get by Speech, there's no point in me trying it right now. All he's going to do is cost time. Then they're making the right decision. The thing is, though, yellow flags. It's Kempe. It's Kempe. Yeah, but I think he'll be yielding.
It's on the fast right hander. Fast right hander at the end of the sector 2.
Yeah, Andre will be coming to lap soon, so I think Kempe staying out another lap.
And you know what? Massive shout out to Pray For Ye as well.
Cordano makes a little mistake there as well. Cordano just a little bit of oversteer on the auto spin curb. Needs to avoid that for sure. But yeah, Pray For Ye. And
massive shout out to Pray For Ye. He's pit about 3 times now, and he's still going around.
And the advantage right now.
And Speechy's just got an absolute advantage coming out of that. An absolute advantage. Wow.
Yeah, the pace diff up is 6.16.9. Look at this. So right now, Arbeck Dory 16.9. Last lap from Andre 19.9. 3 seconds a lap. Right now, Arbeck Dory is taking out of Andre, and Andre's got to deal with this for maybe the 1 or 2 laps at the moment. And I don't know if the pace difference between will be enough of an offset.
No, he's looking pretty good at the moment. But always catches a lot of curb there on the chicane. I'm caution set to 1.
Someone stopped on track. It's Prof. Oh, someone's out. Looks like there's done more damage there, and Prof has carried on. Everyone got going again, but I think there might be
No,
some more
I think that was Tommy letting some cars through, I believe.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
check
believe
who's
that
involved
was.
based on the set times here. So Alligator was involved. No, it's only Alligator. I was thinking it was a self-inflicted wound. Alligator maybe made a mistake because he lost 8 seconds to the other cars around him. So
I think Riley
Alligator,
needs to change strategy now because him going into Kempy's retired from the session. That's
Kempy's
in
in
the
the
pit.
pit lane. That's a pit
It's
lane.
in the pit.
Yeah, it's a shame really. I don't really understand it. I mean, he'd have finished 13th.
Picked up
13th.
hundreds of points, yeah.
Yeah, but that's 3 point now. He might not be going for the championship, but why not just finish the race? You've already done 2/3 of it nearly. Why don't you do the last third? It's not like
Big Dory now down to 12.8.
Yeah, this is going to be a big game here. The question is, will there be enough laps at the end of the race for Cordano to box onto fresh mediums and see what he can do? There's going to be 7 or 8 laps that the mediums will be better than the hards. Maybe even more, because obviously you're already on those worn hards compared to the brand new mediums that Cordano, that Andre will have to his disposal. So this race isn't over yet. The undercut is massive, more than I thought it would be.
And what it looks like, you saying about the 20 seconds, if Cordano pits in the next couple of laps, he's going to come out right in that Lee Webb Looney Man battle, whereas Big Dory come out with like about 10 seconds of empty track in front of him.
Exactly,
that could be a huge difference.
Bear this in mind. Yeah, gap by now is 20.5 from between Cordano and Lee Webb, and that gap's going to drop. And then he's got to dispatch of 2 cars. 2, not one that's by itself, but 2 cars that are in a DRS train that aren't really going to want to give up their little battle between each other. So, but Cordano won't know this. I mean, he maybe at best has the stream up, right? But he might not be listening because obviously he's got his own engine to worry about. But this is a big problem for Andre. The pace difference has been massive. I mean, I'm still looking now. And again, I mean, Andre, to be fair to him, looks to have been consistently setting decent lap times on these worn mediums. He's all worn hards. He's been setting high 19s, right? That's all he can do. In the meantime, Big Dory has been slowly dropping off, but still is in the mid 17s. So he's still over 2 seconds a lap quicker, and his tyres are dropping off now, right? So this is great pace from Big Dory, and he's going to waltz by Disco Bobby, I think, as soon as he gets an opportunity. He might well set him up into the medium right. After this corner here, let's have a look. Is he going to go for it? Does he see a chance? No, he's going to go for
I think
play
it may cost him a little bit of time, but I reckon he'll be. But yeah, Stocker, to answer you, mate, it's maybe my first season as TP. Oh, he has a big snap there, does Big Dory. Maybe my first season as a TP. Maybe my first season as a TP in DTS, but I've been watching it ever since. I drove in the first 2 seasons, but I've always thought 6 and 4. 6 million and 4 million is the way to go. You get pure consistency there. 8 million and 2 million, there's too much. You're putting too much emphasis, I believe, on your 8 million driver to finish and get decent points for you every week. So yeah, I think 6 and 4 is the way to go. And I believe, even though you was first pick, I'm sure that's the way you went. No, you went 6 and 4, wasn't it? Or did you go 6 and 4 in one division, 8 and 2 in the other one? I can't remember exactly. But I'm super happy with my team. I don't know if you know, I've got Brasco, Egolf Hazard, Famous Wayne and Plavon. They're my 4 drivers.
It's a decent mix, that. So Riley's just put on the mediums here. So Riley now will jump Speechy. Riley, depending on when Andre and Speechy decide to pit, they might
very early for the mediums though, Stiggy. Very early, I think.
I don't know, but the difference is that the car is God knows how many kilos lighter now than it was, right? You've got, it's done 20 laps, you've got a lot less fuel on board, so the car is lighter. Speechy's in. Let's check the undercut. So I think Speechy and Riley were similarly on the track at the same time, right? So I'll be intrigued to see how these two fare up.
And before Speechy did pit, he managed to get that down to 3.7, and Big Dory's 7.9.
Yeah, Andre stayed out for another lap, so Andre is going for a interesting strat here. Let's have a look then. So Speechy's just leaving the pit lane now. Dave Riley, I think, will come out almost alongside him. No, he won't. He hasn't really made as much of a gain as I thought he would. Unless Speechy's had a fantastic in-lap. But
I think he did. I think he did because he took like 3-4 tenths out of Andre that lap there.
Yeah,
So
and that's Dave Riley's advantage gone. I mean, that gap. If he'd have got it to less than a second, he may would have had a chance, right?
Tommy asked that they have a
Red Bull retiring on track. But
that
again,
could have been huge points for the Red Bull this week. Could have been the 12th and 13th at least.
This isn't really enough pace from Dave Riley at the moment on track. I mean, I'm looking here, and that first sector was 27.8. Arbeck Dory set a 28.1. There's not enough pace here. He's not, the offset is not enough. He needs to be another tenth or two faster each sector to make this count at the moment. 27.5 for Arbeck Dory in the middle sector, and Riley 27.6. So Arbeck Dory faster than Riley.
And Gordon Blur stayed out again.
Yeah, I was staying out. But
is he going to try and stretch this and go to softs? Would you say?
It should be a stupid idea. I think if he does that, he's shot himself in the foot. What I expect to be the case is that he's staying out for as long as he can, either for a safety car, which will be mediums, or he's going to have to, or go on the mediums and just send them as much as a damn well there. The difference is at the moment, it looks like right now that he will come out behind Riley. The gap right now is 17 seconds, so he's going to come out. Is it behind? Yeah, the gap will come out to 17 seconds, so he'll be behind the Speechy Riley battle. You know.
Hello, Bergen. How are you, bud?
He should Bergen. He should go just drive right by him. But Riley right now is not doing enough. Again, he's Arbeck Dory. I mean, yeah, much better first sector this time round. Riley was half a second faster than Arbeck Dory in the first sector. 27.5.
Got an absolute battle brewing at the back here between Alligator, Mystery, and Prof. Absolute battle.
Yeah.
Mystery goes wide there, puts the end of that.
Cordano is in the pits, so this is where now Arbeck Dory's hards are going to be 8 laps older. So let's have a look. Arbeck Dory's finishing his lap now. What's the lap time going to be? It's going to be a 17.8, so again consistent, but he's still been lapping 2 seconds a lap faster than Andre has for the remainder of the race.
He's finally bit. He's finally bit. Cordon Bleu's finally bit.
He has. Yeah, he's in the box now.
Reevesky, you little legend.
Hello.
You may be wondering why it's 10:30 and we're only on 24 laps. We had an absolute nightmare in the lobby, mate. Nightmare. I think the race didn't start till 20 to 10.
Push me, pigeon, push me, pigeon. There you go. There you go, Reevesky. Nice to see you, mate.
While you're there, Stiggy, while you're there, mate, I've noticed that most races now must have finished in the other lobbies. Ping a message into the Discord, mate. And let them know the tuck's in. There we go. We're still racing, lads. We're still racing here in the league. Everybody jump in. Already jumping. Come on, lads. Hello, Tuck. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we had a nightmare, Tuck, mate. We had a nightmare. We didn't start racing till like 20 to 10, mate. We had an absolute nightmare.
Yep. So yeah, final. Let's have a look then. So the lap times are getting different. So Ref on Riley, 17.0. That lap on his mediums. I've been trying to see the gap between how him and Arbeck Dory are squaring up, because Arbeck Dory finished the lap again. Look at the consistency from Arbeck Dory. I'm just checking.
He's been on fire. He's been on fire. He's been on fire.
I'm just having
I'm not being bad. Cordon Bleu, he's still got to take, albeit he may be DRS aided, but he's still got to take Speechy, and he's still got to take Looney Man, which isn't going to be no easy feat, you know. Has he left this too late, Cordon Bleu? He has now 13 seconds to gain on Arbeck Dory, who, like you've just said, is just tonight been Mr. Consistent, and it's just putting lap after lap after lap. And in my opinion, don't want to jinx it, this is Arbeck Dory's race to lose now.
It is, yeah, I agree. I think there's no doubt that Andre has the pace. He's just gone purple first, a second faster than Arbeck Dory's done. But at the moment, Arbeck Dory's lap times have been 17.8, 17.8, 17.8, 17.8.
He's currently being held up by Speechy. He can't overtake him in this part of the circuit. He's being held up by Speechy. Then he's going to get past Speechy at the end of this straight. But then he's going to get held up by Looney Man. Did he leave it too late to pit, Andre?
I think he's going to be held up. I mean, the good thing is he will dispatch, I think, of this little battle. I think he will think.
Yeah, but it's going to take him a couple of laps to do it. He's not going to get both of them on this straight.
It is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's have a look.
I don't
Arbeck-Dory's
think he
last lap
will.
was an 18.0. So Arbeck-Dory's now finally fallen out of the 17.8 consistency that he's been doing. As Andre's a 16.2, only a second quicker. It's not enough. That was slower than Arbeck-Dory's best lap on the hards.
But he's not going to get Looney Man. He's not going to get Looney Man this lap.
Oh, he might. He's going to go for it. It could be a dive. It could be a dive.
Nah,
He's
not from this far back. Not from this far back.
He's gone for it inside.
And he's
done it. Out of nowhere, he went up the inside. I don't know how close that was. I mean, there might have been some contact. I'm not entirely sure. It looked like on our stream that Looney Man left the door open there a little bit too much, and Cordano saw half a chance and made it work. I don't think he maybe
managed to. He's very lucky to get the move done. But I'm not going to lie, as me and my Vamos chat know, I would call that from kind of sent that a little bit from Narnia, Egolf, didn't he? That's what we say in the chat.
I'd care to agree with Stocker's. So I agree with Stocker's idea there that it was not a fan of the dive. I think Martin Brundle would say a day late and a dollar short. Or maybe a day late, but he was a dollar short because he did get it stopped. You know.
Yeah, he did.
It was.
And again, it's a move he had to make. If he any chance of trying to win, and now he's flying.
Yeah, second and a half faster there than Arbeck-Dory was that last lap. But with 7 or 8 laps to go, and he's got 12 seconds. It just needs to be lapping. He needs to keep his pace up of a second and a half a lap, and I just don't think he's going to be able to do it. I don't know if he's got it in him. 28.1 for Arbeck-Dory in the first sector.
Speechy's managed to get Looney Man on that last lap also, so the mediums are doing the thing. But how long, as we see, there may be a bit more rubber down on the track now, Stiggy, but as we see in the first stint, these mediums, they're going to get to lap 8, 9, and they just literally fell off a cliff.
They did. Yeah, and Cordano will have that in the back of his head that he's on a timer here, and the problem is at the moment that first sector was not good enough. He matched Arbeck's first sector to maybe within a tenth of a second. Middle sector 3/10 faster than Arbeck-Dory, but it's not enough. He needs to be a second and a half or more per lap. Right, he's just too late.
And he's not getting DRS this time round either. He's not getting the assist of DRS, so is he going to do another, as you said there, day late, a dollar short on in turn 2? We don't know. It's
not from this far up. Maybe next lap. I think Arbeck-Dory's already. Andre's wasted his tyres here. 17.2 compared to Arbeck-Dory's 18.0. This is amazing consistency from Arbeck-Dory. You know, he's had these tyres on now 13 laps, and I think only 2 of them have been outside of half a second of an average.
He's come back. He's come back with a man. He's come back as a man on a mission. He's sunning himself.
He's been a great showing here, and right now you've got Dave Riley who's struggling to get out of 6th place. I think Dave Riley might well catch him.
That might have been a bit of a track warning there for Andre there. But yeah, as Ross Stocker says, shout out to Lee Webb as well.
Yeah, just read that as well.
He drove a great race, absolutely great in quali. Kind of fluffed his. As you know, Stiggy, kind of sent a bit too much beans on his last qualifying run, but he was great in quali.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Stocker smells, says Manic. Probably agree. But yeah, agree with that. But no, I mean, we're coming now into the last 6, 7 laps right now, and Arbeck-Dory is 10 seconds clear of the next car. Cordano here will get by Lee Webb, right?
Yeah,
he'll get by, and he will get away. He'll get away.
From a baby, mate. No problem.
This is not enough. I mean, he's
I don't think it is.
He was only 4/10 faster than Arbeck-Dory was that last lap. This is not enough.
Just a couple of things, albeit we're on lap 29 of 35, but just a couple of things. I don't want to be the greatest commentator curse in history, but 29 laps Hungary and only 1 time penny in mystery. And also, massive shout out for this man. Pray for ye. Pit 3 times or twice in the first 2 laps, and he's just kept his head down, kept going. He knows that he may finish last, but last today is 11th place, and that's points.
Yeah. That is good points. 11th place.
Massive shout out to Pray for you for tonight. Massive shout out.
Agreed. Yeah, exactly. I think he's done a good job today. He's just kept his head down. Like I said, it's not like every race is not going to be as good as you. You're not going to get perfect races. You know, but to you know, 11th place is still good points for the team. I mean, Alpine haven't got a guy here today apart from him. But 11th place again. He said this is what the advantages of PGR. Reesky, don't tell me Red Bulls came together. Yes, they did, Reesky. If you were supporting them, they did come together. If you're not, no, they didn't. They retired independently. So you're free to consider that one as much as you wish. And again, let's have a look. So 18.5 from Arbeg Dory, a 17.3 from Andre. So Arbeg Dory's tyres have
it's
now.
Not
fell
enough.
off.
It's not enough. It's not enough. I feel Arbeg Dory has pulled this strategy absolutely perfect.
He has. This is clean air for you. I mentioned at the start how vital Daddy Stiggy says Wiggy.
Hello, but he runs wide there. There's Arbeg Dory. What Arbeg Dory doesn't want now?
Pray for ye is just put a love heart in the chat whilst he's driving.
I'm seeing it.
Focus on the driving, mate. If you bid it saying that, I'm going to be upset with you.
Caution.
Mystery stopped on track. He's carried on. No damage, so we will carry on.
Damage.
So a bit of a shame. That would have been a late race safety car, but he's going to bring it to the pit lane. He really should just put a set of mediums on, go fast lap of the race. Come on, don't retard. Why have you done that? Pray for
there
ye.
You go.
Another few points of pray for ye. What are you playing at, Mystery? I don't understand
pray for ye. You know what? Pray for ye deserves that, mate. Unlucky the other three.
Jay Tyler in the chat as well. Yeah.
Not unlucky the other three. Not unlucky the other three because they've DNF'd in the pit lane. But you know what? Massive shout out. Pray for ye. 10th place, top 10 finish, mate. We ain't going to talk about how many pit stops you've done in the first couple of laps, but you've got a top 10 finish tonight, mate. And Arbeg Dory 8.7. Now, I did see last lap on the exit of turn 4, I believe, he went very wide and maybe got an invalidation. Now, that may have a thing to come into it. Track invalidations. How many warnings do they have?
I'll have a look, see if I can find on Arbeg Dory's race director now. I'll have a look for you, but I don't think it's even going to make a difference at the moment. Arbeg Dory has none.
There you go.
Arbeg Dory has not gone wide at all this race.
Cordon Bleu's actually said tyres.
Has one. Yeah, the
his tyres are shot. Look, he's losing time now.
Yeah, both drivers' tyres are shot. So right now you've got Arbeg Dory's now in the 19.2s that last lap. So he's a lot. So I mean, you know, he was setting consistent 17.8s on his hard tyres. So they're shot now. But on the contrary, Andre 18.4. So even he's slower now than he should be. This is game set match for Arbeg Dory. He can bring it home. He's got 9 seconds.
There's a shout from Stocker. There's a shout from Stocker. It's Cordon Bleu. Going to come under pressure now from Lee Webb.
Yeah, Lee Webb too. Again, shout out to been doing really well so far. He's nearly just.
No, we've bugged him. Lee Webb, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, for God's sake, Lee Webb.
Lee, I'm so sorry.
Both jump on board and he's just binned it. Lee Webb, keep your head down, mate.
Lee, I'm so sorry.
It's not over, mate. You've got.
And you know what, Lee? We only repeated what Stocker said. We only repeated what Stocker said in the chat.
We'll blame Stocker here. We'll blame Stocker for it, Lee Webb. That's not our fault, mate.
That's Stocker's fault, mate. Stocker, you're out of order, mate. You're out of order.
In answer to your question, Stocker, no. I don't think so. That's
well, here's another one. I don't want to say this, but then now is Looney Man going to get speechy?
Yeah, I think he might. I think as long as we say it in the right way.
Older.
Yeah, I mean these are the mediums just past the best now. I mean Speechy's tyres 10 laps old. Look at the lack of commitment. He hasn't got anything in it. I mean Looney Man's lapping faster than he is. 18.8 to 18.7. Looney Man, the only person he's slower than at the moment is Arbeg Dory is now lapping faster than Andre is.
He's done
18.3 to 18.7.
He's done it again.
Lee Webb P4. Oh, Christ. If Lee Webb bins it against Stocker, you're going to get banned. Right, I'm not having it anymore. Speaking of getting banned, JT's in the chat. Hello, JT. How are you doing?
Hello, JT.
Yeah,
good to see you there, bud.
Getting banned. Yeah, he was in the back. Pray for ye, going for fastest lap of the race. Come on, son.
Pray.
We believe in
it,
you. Come on, lad.
Come on.
Get in a clear run, mate, and you'll be alright. Get behind the stake. Pray for ye. Let the stake come by, and you'll be alright. Just let them come by, mate. Give them a 5-second gap and you'll be fine, right?
Come on, Bray. Get that fastest lap, bud.
Yep. Looney Man here, he's absolutely eyeing up Speechy here, and the attitude is just yellow flags, let him by.
And he's listening to you. He's listening to you. Come on, Bray.
He's coming. Stiggy, that was a cold transition to Jay
everybody in
Tyler.
everybody in the chat who's there listening now, come on. And
Yep.
Speechy's there. Speechy's just
all
had a
over
moment.
the place. Yeah,
Everybody in the
absolutely.
chat, I want to see flames in the chat for Pray For Ye. Flames for Pray For Ye's fastest lap. Come on, throw the flames in the chat. Throw them.
Yeah, Pray For You need to back off, mate. Give him some time, Pray For You. Just back off. Just don't push. Let him all get in front, mate. You're going to need 5 seconds, mate. Just back off. Loads, Pray For You. Just need 5 seconds, mate. There's no point.
He's doing it.
You need to back him off.
Come on.
You're going to be lapping, mate, so quickly. It's easily 2 or 3 seconds will be faster. Just get as far back as you can. Don't get in the way of the Ferrari behind you.
No, Looney Man's absolutely pushing Speechy. This is for the last podium position. Podium position.
Here he goes then. So starting lap 34 here. Looney Man DRS and overtake open. Speechy hasn't got much in the tank. Looney Man's going to have to go for a dive here. He hasn't even got a try. He's level into the braking zone. He's done it.
He's done it. But Speechy's
got a chance
going to hang around the outside.
Speechy's low on fuel. Speechy's got a fuel warning light and he's not going to finish the race. So this is a problem for Speechy here. The fuel warning lights come on as Looney Man goes deep.
Looney Man's gone deep, but it's going to go full side. No, they managed to get it done.
I think the fuel light. I think the fuel light dictates you've only got 1 lap of fuel left, and there's 2 laps of the race. So this is it. Pray for Speechy right now. Damage limitation. He's buggered.
Disco Bobby's trying to get involved. Disco Bobby's trying to get involved now.
Disco Bobby, no. Disco Bobby, don't take it off Pray For Ye. Pray For Ye, he's 3/10 up on his previous best. We're on board, hot lap engaged here, and he's catching the cars in front at a rate of knots here. Will he get DRS on them? Going down into the back straight. Let's check out. Let's have a look. 27.5 in the first sector, nice and flat through the middle. It's a green middle sector, not maybe quick enough. He needs another half a second, I think, in the final sector to make this work. Target 16.4.
There he goes, second to last corner.
He was a 16.4 here.
Slightly misses the apex.
Yeah, but squares the corner off nicely. Come on, Pray For Ye. Go on, get it going.
And he comes on the home straight, gets everything turned down, gets the DRS on, he don't care about it. Oh no!
He needs more than that.
Lee Webb has taken Dave Riley. Looney Man and
Speechy fighting, but Speechy's tagged Looney Man, but there seems to be no real problems there.
Riley's all over the back of Lee Webb.
Okay, so I lied about the yellow warning light indicates that you have less fuel than enough to complete the race. But it's now flashing red because he has less than a lap on board remaining, so he is buggered.
Riley puts up a 3 seconds. No, it's not going to affect him. No,
it's not going to affect him unless he gets past anybody. I think this might be curtains here for Speechy unless he can limp it home. I don't know how much fuel he's got left in the car, but this could be under threat from Lee Webb here. I just don't know.
I'm currently on board, coming round for the last time, the last turn. The man of the moment, missed last
Alligator's
week.
Alligator's left the session. Pray For Ye is going to jump Alligator. Alligator's crashed. He's given up. Alligator's crashing. Giving up on
crossed
track.
The line. I saw Arbeg Dory done a mav, and Arbeg Dory was on red flashing as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe tonight mistime his strategy. Maybe he was falling asleep at the wheel because it's got to be 1:45 in Romania. Looney Man comes home for a great third. Speechy does get across the line.
Yeah, Speech just crossed the line. Let's have a look. So Klamvik might be on here. Klamvik might be on for personal best session at fast lap of the race. He was purple middle sector. He is on for it here. This could be on for it. Disco Bobby could be about to ruin Andre's day even more here. Let's have a look through the final corner using all the overtake. The rear's screaming for help as he opens. Is going to be enough, is it? It's not enough.
He keeps the fastest lap. He keeps the fastest lap.
We need to check the results. We need to check the results here because Alligator dropped it on track, but obviously he was on the same lap. He didn't get lapped like Pray For Ye. He binned it and then stopped on track and left the session. So we need to maybe I don't know if someone needs to report that to the stewards. Alligator was on lap 35 and spun it and then left the session while the car was still running, as opposed to Pray For You being a lap down. So I don't know if someone might need to get that looked at. Comms kept me going. Pray For You did a good job today,
Pray
mate.
For You, brilliant, mate. Do you want to take a screenshot of that, mate?
I'll take a photo of this result.
Pray For You. Right, driver of the day.
Pray For Ye. No, Arbeg Dory. I think for me, as
Yeah.
much as he started first and kept it there, he nailed the strategy. 10 seconds clear of the next car, and he had some of the most. If you jump on the race director for me, Mick, and just look at Arbeg Dory's laps on the hard tyre stint.
I've just seen Pray For You. Grid 5, pit stops 4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you
Well
just
done,
jump
Pray
on
For You, mate.
if you jump on Arbeg Dory's race director and just look at the laps he set on the hard tyres, 17.8, and just look at the consistency, and even then his tyres dropped off, but he was still trying till the very end, and it is just
look at
a
that,
brilliant.
look.
I mean, I think it's an obvious driver of the day
18th.
there for Arbeg Dory.
Arbeg Dory, driver of the day. Dave Riley, championship leader. I don't think he's closed it. I don't think he's overtook Dave Riley for the championship lead. Speechy, great race. That's what you can do, Speech, when you don't get a handful of penalties, mate. I said that last week in the chat, in the comms. Normally,
agreed.
You get 4 or 5 penalties during the race. When you don't get 4 or 5 penalties, look what you're capable of, mate.
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a late one today, I must say. I've still got to go 11:15 here in Spain. Got to get into dinner now. But honestly, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in. Thank you, everybody who's jumped in after the race. Appreciate everybody who's joined in. As always, I've been Mick. He's been Stiggy. Catch us all through the week. Catch Arman, Lemons or Mav tomorrow in DTS. F2 is Reefski on Thursday. I believe Reefski and Fear on Friday with Realistic. We're back with Legacy on Sunday, myself and Reefski in the Academy. And then we have a little rest Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, 100% again with Reefski. We've raced 6 nights out of 7 basically here in PGR.
PGR, yeah.
But anyway, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. As always, I've been Mick, he's been Stiggy, and we'll catch you on
Thank you all.
We'll catch you on the rebound. See you later, lads.